Wait, first we got to find out if we're muted.
Here you go. And
Are we actually muted though?
can anybody
I
hear
feel
us?
like we're muted.
I think I see my voice dancing.
Are we
around.
muted?
Anybody? Still trying this stuff out.
Hi.
Hello.
Oh my goodness.
Somebody tell me if you can hear me
Muted.
speaking right now, because this is all new to me.
Output.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Yeah. I guess. Anybody? Pepper Tree? Can you hear me? Oh boy.
What happened to the mics?
The mic is on this thing.
No, I know, but
Oh.
wait, Mike.
Yeah.
Can you hear us now? Hi.
Hello. Well, it was on this thing.
I had to choose. Okay, at least it hears us. Thank you.
No muted. Pretty good. Yeah.
Hello and welcome to the Velveteen Lounge. You have to admit that was smoother than last week.
Getting there.
Hi everyone. Errol,
Hello,
Peter, Mom, Julie. Hi. Good to see you. Peter, LCTV, Hugo.
We got Peter
so
and
happy
Phil.
you're all here. I really like.
Bum, bum, bum.
I really hope I didn't miss anyone. Okay.
Okay. Well, I think if they're commenting,
Scrolling through.
going to see you.
All right.
And by the way, we've achieved the.
My little applause doesn't
Not
work
working at all.
anymore.
Okay, I guess I gotta look into that again. Oh man. Okay. Workshop.
Pepper Tree, yes. Hi.
I'll show you something.
Julie. Okay. Oh, he wants to show me something.
Just press this right there. Just go to your cursor, press that. Oh, so you got your applause.
How is everyone this
Everybody
evening?
tonight.
Yay.
Isn't it awesome?
All
We're here.
right.
We're here for you.
Loud and clear. Okay, good.
Good. That's that.
Enjoyed the dancing. That was so funny. I sent that to Paul.
I'm sorry. Sorry, I just ate very recently. I'm still stuck in my throat.
Our external mic is not on now. Wait, what?
Huh? Your external mic is not on.
Oh, hi, Karen. Good to see you.
Wait a minute.
Uh-oh.
Wait a minute.
Uh-oh.
you
Hold
wise
on.
guys.
Hold on.
Well, the microphone is right here. Do you hear me?
Oh, jeez.
Anybody? Let me know. Oh, yeah.
Aww.
Yeah, that's true.
Share Karen's comment. I hope you can hear us. Yes, strawberry shortcake. And the funny thing is, neither of us realized we had this record.
Isn't this the way you can lose things?
And I asked Paul to go upstairs and look for strawberry records because National Strawberry Month starts tomorrow.
And I knew that we had these guys. Everybody remembers
And
the classic
strawberry alarm
hit.
clock. So anyway, he put on Strawberry Shortcake when he came down.
I found this thing. I'm like, in the collection, I'm like, oh, hello. Bing, we're done.
And it starts off with a cover of New York, New York.
That you described.
I want to be a part of it. New York, New York. It was so weird. I told Paul it's become one of my top 5 desert island albums. Like in the last half hour.
Yeah.
Yes.
Just like that. Yeah, seriously. So.
Oh, it was better when you went closer to the mic. Oh dear. Okay.
That means that the mic. Yeah. Okay. So you know what you do?
Oh.
Let's go to the controls.
Up in the mountains, nice.
Let's go to the controls. There's the mute on that.
Well, we don't
where are our controls on such things?
Got me.
Oh, let's try this. Okay, so system settings. So I've actually adjusted this during live broadcast before sound. Okay. So our input is right here. I need to move us because I'm in the way.
It needs to be on the.
Oh, check that out.
Oh, turn it up.
I'm so low.
Turn it up.
Hold on. We're on the wrong microphone here.
Oh,
Choose the
is that better?
It's going to be better.
You chose the right microphone.
Ready? First of all, and then we're just going to do something like that, and
now
suddenly
it's going to be really
we're
loud.
going to be much, much better. Thank you. I'm going to keep that up.
Okay.
And we're going to go. Anybody? Does that improve things?
Okay.
Just asking.
All right. Oh, vocals dropped a little. Okay. All right.
No, had it dropped after I adjusted it? You go. Help me out here.
Ooh. So up in the mountains of Northeast Pennsylvania.
Yeah, baby. Oh, wow.
Nice.
Seasonal campsite.
Yes.
Oh, that's right. That's right. So tell me how we're sounding now. I'm sorry.
Oh, Pete's home. Okay. All right.
I'm sorry to have to adjust this live, but we're still trying this whole system
Okay, we
out.
fixed it. Pepper Tree says that's it. Thank you.
That's it.
Thank you, guys.
Thank you.
I appreciate it.
And you know what? You should know.
Okay.
And so should Pete and Phil.
We'll get this.
We got it. This kind of thing.
We'll get this.
Every time you change the system, you have to adjust everything constantly. But you know what? After strangling myself, I come right back to you folks. There we go.
Anyway, we did that. Yay!
We did that
it's
part.
only 8:07. All right. Who else is ready?
Because you know what else? I swear.
My applause doesn't work.
Dang.
Oh wait, Mikhail says first record I ever owned all by myself. Strawberry Shortcake Dance Dance Dance.
Oh wow!
Oh my god, this is totally
so cool.
A disco record.
It is.
That sounds like that might have been a disco record too.
And if you look carefully, it says Strawberry Shortcake Live, which implies that you're going to hear applause as if it's a live audience.
It also implies that she's going to show up live.
Yeah. First of all, she doesn't show up live.
First, I can tell she's an animated character, but
well,
okay, let's go with it.
Second of all, maybe there's like a cardboard cutout inside the record, and you're like, oh boy, no.
Oh, still have it. I love.
That is too cool. And
third, Maya, thank you. And good to see you.
Third of all, you expect that there's going to be applause on this as if it's a live record. It's going to be a fake live record, but they didn't even do that. She just sings songs. She just sings songs. Crickets. I didn't get the crickets. Well, I could do some of this thing. Maybe I'll do that live.
You managed Wi-Fi. Oh boy. Okay, that's a big job. No. Okay.
I'm telling you. Oh, that's right. That's right. Okay, so that's Phil's at the campground. That's right.
Right.
You were telling us in a prior conversation that's exactly what you do for the campground. That's why they'll let you in early. Because you make the Shiite work.
Oh, hit the like button. Thank you.
Oh, thank you.
And subscribe while you're at it, if you don't mind. Appreciate it. Okay.
I never think of that myself, but Phil is absolutely correct that every time you watch the show, you get the like, it accumulates. I always think, oh, I've done that like 10 shows ago. No, it makes a difference. And if you recommend the show to friends, more people watching, it makes a difference. Yes. And there's other things that make a difference, but those are two things you can do sitting in your chair eating Cheetos. So whatever.
Strawberry Cha-Cha.
Strawberry Cha-Cha. Oh man, I can look that up.
Oh my god.
What was the name of the record again? Wait a minute.
Strawberry Shortcake Dance Dance Dance.
See, back in the day, I'd be like, I gotta look for that. Now I'm like, I've got.
And I can just picture it in my mind already, or hear it in my mind. I'm like, dance, dance, dance.
If only I had the power of the world at my fingertips. Check this out. Yowza. Gonna be with you.
Okay, I think it's time for a cocktail. What about you?
I think so.
I
might have some interesting things.
Strawberries here, and I have.
Let's see the first.
What else do I have?
The first artist up is Strawberry Switchblade. Is that the same thing? No, of course it's not the same thing.
I have.
It's funny that's how that comes out.
A new bottle of American Fruits strawberry liqueur. As you know, these are our local, and we love them. I don't want to mess up my nail, but would you do that, please?
I should have my knife with me, which I do not.
Cha-cha.
Don't ever go on a live broadcast that you're running without your pocket knife, which I didn't leave over here, which was over here earlier, but I am stupid.
Don't do like Paul.
Don't do like me.
Don't be stupid like
I did find the zip strip. Okay. Thanks for calling me stupid. It really makes a difference.
Nobody call you stupid to your face.
Gross. You wait until I turn my back. And
tell me if you understand that quote. If you get that reference, let me know. Nobody call you stupid to your face.
We have controls over the camera where we can like pan and tilt.
Yeah, apparently we do.
Apparently we do. Oh well.
I think you just pan and tilt that right back to where it was.
Yeah, I'm doing that. Well, that's kind of fun. Hello. Hey, check it out. There's like a whole ton of Strawberry Shortcake records. Wow.
So she just cranked them out like that.
Look at this. It was like 5 records a year for like a decade. Damn.
Yeah.
Splash Dance Party.
That animated character was a busy girl.
Splash Dance. Now, what was the name of the record again?
Dance, Dance, Dance.
Dance, Dance, Dance. Okay. That's got to be like at the beginning.
I'm going to go get us some tasting glasses.
I'll keep you acting along. Let me find out here. We got like sweet songs. But obviously sweet songs and Strawberry Shortcake, right? Strawberry Shortcake and Her Friends. Strawberry Shortcake Live, right behind me. The Christmas album, I believe we own this. So if you're pining, I'll go dig that up. Country Jamboree. They had to do some country stuff, didn't they? But it's all urban cowboy type of stuff. Strawberry Shortcake in Big Apple City. I bet that's identical to this thing behind me because there's a bunch of New York songs on it. Sing along.
We've tried this before, but we're going to try it again.
I'm going to try it again.
In quotes.
The album I Love You. Aww. Aww. Alphabet record. That's where you learn with strawberry.
Oh.
Strawberry Shortcake presents Pets on Parade.
Pants on parade?
Pets.
Oh, I think you said pants.
Pets. Pants are not on parade, but pets are. Over the Rainbow, that's going to be exactly what you think it is.
All these are making me want to cry.
Let's Dance. Toca tu nariz, toca tu pies. Oh, that's an exercise record.
Okay, let's.
Strawberry Shortcake and the Winter That Would Not End. Oh boy. I'm frozen.
You mean like, no.
Like we've just been through, right? Oh, that's really good. That's like spot on. That's like very fresh.
So good.
American Fruits does it.
American Fruits, if you can get it. The sour cherry cordial is amazing, but the strawberry is also really good.
Okay, I don't have Dance Dance Dance. I do have here Splash Dance Party.
Pants
Let's see
on Parade.
if it's got the same track, maybe that's it.
Okay.
Let's see. There was supposed to be a cha-cha on there. Warming up. This is an exercise record too, to get the kids moving. Get off your duff, move around, kids.
Strawberry Shortcake wants you to get off your butt and exercise.
Now. You think
wait, new comments. Here I am thinking like, we don't have comments to reply to. Oh my god.
I've been looking for Strawberry Shortcake record.
Much to my mama's dismay. Oh no.
Oh man. I'm telling you.
Oh, Errol needs the Mr. T generator. So useful at work.
Too true. You're just going to do this all day long. And by the way, you would be playing that until the button.
Eric remembers Strawberry Switchblade.
Yes. There we go. There we go. I knew somebody would.
Need some cocktails. Yeah. Yeah. Okay. All right.
Okay. I don't find Dance Dance Dancer. This is a
Strawberry Liqueur on the bar. Oh, this is a really good. Yeah, I recommend. I'm sure you have a local that's amazing, but yeah, I would go local on this rather than just like some crappy bottom shelf. But you wouldn't do that.
I'm going to suggest here. I believe it is Mikhail who's talking about strawberry. There's an album called Let's Dance, which might be the culprit. That actually features Let's Dance and also 1 2 Cha Cha Cha. Does that sound familiar? Strawberry Square Dance Tonight. I think we found it. That's probably available for about $6 online. But you already have it.
I love it.
Oh man, I tell you, that was fun. It's actually great to dig in.
Stuff all the time. Sometimes Lisa reminds me.
On occasion, sometimes not on occasion.
Oh, hi, Oscar. Good to see you.
Oh,
yeah.
Oscar.
Some strawberry shortcake there. Nice. Okay, well, I'm calling my first drink strawberry shortcake, actually.
Oscar, I think, joined us last week. And
last week or, yeah,
I think
recently.
I think he joined us from Mexico City. Wow, so cool. Really glad for that. I gotta fix this thing.
Okay. Even dance. Okay.
It seems like the thing.
All right.
Seems like the thing.
Okay.
But you know what? I bet these are pretty easily available. In case anybody wants to saunter down memory lane, just go to Discogs. You'll find all of these, and somebody's selling them.
Oh, this one is American Fruits, and they're Warwick Valley Distilling
and Winery,
which is near us.
Yes, not far.
So I mean, whenever we see you, we'll definitely bring you some.
When we start talking locavore, these people are like there. It's something like 15 miles that way and weird things. My name is Ed Koch. Oh yes, the classic. Oh. The classic right there.
Oh, Strawberry Switchblade. I don't know, Eric.
They might have gotten some action on the dance charts. I forget. Oh, hey, ma'am. Fatheads of Images, my daughter for her graduation.
Graduation! Oh, congratulations.
Am I wrong, or is that like a quilting thing? Are Fatheads quilting squares? Am I wrong?
Oh, wow.
If Sherry is watching, she might be able to fill me in on that. Interesting.
Oh, yeah. This is I really recommend if you're going to do a strawberry, go local.
Go local?
You don't want just the HFCS and red food coloring.
All of the big manufacturers of liqueurs will have one. I bet it tastes very much like a Jolly Rancher.
Yes, I was singing.
I
was singing that today, Karen. Strawberry Fields Forever, and he said we have like a 45, but you didn't bring it down.
There's a picture sleeve, which actually has no strawberries on it, so it's really not that exciting.
Okay, all right.
It's pretty good. It would have been harder to find though. That was the one that years ago, I remember.
Hold on just a second.
You remember years ago?
Reading Mikhail's comments.
Remember years ago I told you that I'm in a Salvation Army and there's this big, like, slovenly guy there at the records, like, taking up all this elbow room so I can't get to the records. And I'm like, whatever. So I go to this other band. I'm looking and it's like, oh, 2 Beatles 45s with picture sleeves. Oh, see you later, dude. That was one of them.
I'm sure he was twitching.
Yeah,
Okay,
he
yes,
was.
Peter, we've had strawberry cider. It's good.
Yeah, I can see that working
so
really well.
Strawberry shortcake. I'm starting with 2 ounces of brandy.
Pretty darn good place to start. I'm saying.
I was in the ballpark.
You were in the ballpark.
He found it.
The fact is, you actually named a big hit from the era that would have been on this record. So you're totally putting all of this together.
Those are huge pictures of someone's face. Oh, okay. I didn't know that.
Got it? Got it.
Thank you,
Fats. I've never heard of fats.
All right.
Maybe I'm thinking of fat squares. Is that what it is? What do they call them?
Lisa tried strawberries today. Wow.
Dried strawberries.
Sounds good.
Yeah, cool.
Sounds amazing.
You have a dehydrator, apparently.
Okay. I know.
We've occasionally found them in the thrifts, and I've thought, like, gee, do I think that, there's a good reason to have one that has nothing to do with food.
Okay, hold on. I'm just
Wait a
finding
minute.
my drinky again.
Wait a minute.
All right, I got it.
Got it.
Okay. The only thing about Ecamm is...
Moving all these screens around.
Yeah, I have to
Do you
keep
need
moving.
this if you had this?
I don't know. So you know what? I'm not going to take a chance.
Why don't you kill it? This is going to stay there.
No, I can just get rid of this. Okay.
Okay. Or you can minimize that, probably. Still learning the system, people.
All right, I'm going to minimize.
People!
I'm going to minimize.
Anyway, I will say once again, if you're interested in any of the things we've been discussing on record, just go to discogs.com. You're going to find
Eric.
it. Somebody's probably selling it, and they're probably selling it at a good price. So I'd recommend it. We sell things on Discogs.
Since yesterday in 1984. Okay. All right.
Since yesterday.
So,
thanks, Eric.
Strawberry shortcake, 2 ounces brandy.
Mm-hmm.
I'm going to do 3/4 of an ounce of my American Fruits strawberry liqueur.
I've had dried strawberries in the special K that features them. And you really do have to throw on the milk and wait for a minute till they rehydrate. And then they're quite good.
Happy halfway to Halloween.
Halfway.
Half.
Wow.
I came into possession
Here we are.
of some really cool masks the other day.
You did.
That will be part of our Halloween decor.
They will.
I didn't pay for them.
I
didn't shoplift them.
We just happened to do
but
it.
I also didn't pay for them.
Well, are you going to say where they came from? Or are you
No.
No, okay. Not going to say.
Okay, 3/4
They were there.
of an ounce
They were
strawberry
for us.
liqueur, 3/4 of an ounce fresh lemon juice. I might want to add some bitters to this.
Yeah.
Yes, I think I do.
Yeah.
Okay, and a splash of Wild Arbor clear cream liqueur. We were the sugar has made it sticky. We were turned on to this by our acquaintance who's a buyer at a big liquor store not far from us, and the stuff is really nice. Okay, so like a little splash of this, and it's going to give it that shortcake feel that we want here. And I had not added bitters, but I'm going to add a couple of dashes of Fee Brothers Black Walnut bitters. And I think this is going to be really good. Okay. Okay, hold on. Let's see. All right. Hi, Joe. Good to see you. Just a second ago for some Boone's Farm about now. Oh, yeah.
Only the finest in this
Good
house.
old Boone's Farm.
Only the finest
Who
in this
was
house.
Boone, by the way? Okay.
You can probably find that out.
I know
What
it's
was
the guy whose farm it was,
Yeah.
but
I think
okay. All right. Or gal, but I'm guessing Boone was a guy. I don't know why, but okay. I need to add some bitters to my recipe. But clear cream liqueur, yeah, it's really good. It's it does taste like cream, but it's not cream-y, if you know what I mean.
Yeah, it's not cream as in we've added any kind of dairy product. It's really getting that consistency. It's creamy as in it's heavily sugared, like any of these cream liqueurs, like any of these liqueurs. So therefore, it's got that sort of flavor of. Uh-oh. Uh-huh.
We do.
OGOH.
I was going to say, I ran the dishwasher last night.
There were glasses. Guess what? I'm putting another one in there.
Okay. I'm leaving a little space.
Boom, 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 boom.
For my strawberry garnish. Okay. Now, I need a pick. I'm going to get some picks.
Get some picks. Sivu.
I'm going to get some longer picks.
It's just a little bit bigger.
Oh, wait. They're up on top of your mom.
Oh, how about that?
Oh, they're up here.
These guys.
Can you reach?
Yes, I can. Here we go.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Goes down here. I'm going to garnish with a strawberry.
The cream liqueur is actually surprisingly good on its own, although it's quite sweet. And I think that were you to add a little bit of sour, that improves things. And as an ingredient in things, it works very well. And if you're using it as one of your components, as your sweet component, if you're making it sour, then that's actually a great place to be.
Barefoot makes a pretty good strawberry Moscato. Okay.
Oh, if you can't find that,
you can't find Boone's.
Well, I've been looking for Ripple for years. I can't find it. You know, Ripple is in fact off the market, as Peter will be able to tell you.
Does
anyone
remember an animated feature, The Devil and Daniel
Mouse?
No.
So it's a Devil and Daniel Webster kind of thing, but with a mouse. Oh boy, that sounds a hell of a lot like it's going to involve Chuck. Who am I thinking of? Chuck Amok.
On top of it, yeah, his mom is in the Havana Club ice bucket.
Yes, that's exactly where Mother
My
is.
aunt and grandmother are in another ice bucket over in the corner.
We have to keep collecting ice buckets because of the inevitable.
Yeah.
I'm thinking, Chuck Jones. Thank you. Man, out of my head. I'm thinking that sounds like a Chuck Jones animation, but we're gonna have to see. I do not remember that. That sounds really interesting. I know people who would remember that.
Yes.
Yep. Yeah.
We like to think they're with us in the bar.
Everybody has to go sometime, and it's just one really unfortunate thing.
It is so good.
You know, we took care of all of the business in 2013, and we ended up with some ashes. So we needed a place to put them that wasn't a bag of ash.
Do you want us to get you an urn? It's like $500, and we're like, and it's ugly. We're like, no.
No.
We can do better.
I got an urn, and actually, to tell you the truth, I think it was a premium. So we just bought
can do better.
We bought the bottle of hooch. We got the urn. I know that sounds a little
Please don't bury me in an ugly urn.
No, not happening. I know it's not déclassé, but my mother would be tickled by the idea of this.
Oh, she'd think it was hilarious.
I mean, an ice bucket, you know? Hilarious.
Cherry vodka and cake vodka. That would probably work too, Bobby.
That's dessert, Bobby. There you go.
Oh, and hi, Bobby, by the way.
And hi, Bobby, by the way. Anyway, well, it's time for me to do something, and I realized...
Peter, I came across your YouTube suggestion. Okay.
Oh, okay.
Right.
Excellent. Fun. I'm going to tell you, I was about to try something new, and it was going to be so cool, and I can make a big shout out to Pepper Tree, but I'm going to have to make a half shout out because I don't have the ingredients to make it properly. But dig it. It's going to be the same drink. It's just going to taste a little different. I was thinking to myself, you were talking about strawberry drinks. I'm like, what do people go to a bar? What's the thing you think of that has strawberry? Anybody?
Daiquiri.
Strawberry daiquiri. Boom.
Oh,
easy. Any place
we
can
had
make
both
this.
our mother's remains in her bar. Mysteriously, the vodka and gin kept disappearing. Well, you know.
I swear. So anyway, look, any bar can do a strawberry daiquiri. They got this big sack of like strawberry pulp back there, and they just throw it in the big machine, and it stirs it up, and they go, psh, and they give you a big slushy. There's a big bear on the top of it called Icy, and he's got a big thing.
Yeah,
he's like, slurp, tastes great.
Okay, all right.
You know, of course it tastes great. It's got booze in it.
Strawberry daiquiri.
So anyway, strawberry daiquiri, in this case, I'm going to go with ounce and a half of
light rum.
Light rum. Yeah, I happen to bring it over there.
Yes,
this is what you're going to put in a strawberry daiquiri, basically speaking. All right, and I'm going to put in 3/4 ounce of lemon juice, I'm going to see if this does not end up the right balance. I want this to like balance out the sweetness here.
Okay.
Okay. This doesn't call for sugar. I'm not sure I need it. We're going to see about that. And it calls for 4 or 5 fresh strawberries. I happen to have the frozen product, which I think will mush up a lot easier. And I think Pete from LCTV might actually concur on that one.
I'm saying 4 or 5 strawberries. Fresh can be left up to you.
If you want it super fresh, I mean, it'll work. I'm gonna throw this in a blender. It's a blender drink. So, you know, I very, very rarely make blender drinks. Guess what? Doing it now, I happen to have a Blendor right here. And by said like Blendor, I mean the actual branded Blendor by Waring. Boom. So, start with some ice cubes.
Is that it for ingredients?
Well, it also calls for some sugar. I'll probably throw some sugar syrup in there to make it easier. Sugar syrup will actually dissolve a lot easier than anything else. So always use that. And if you're like, no, I want to use dry sugar, use the powdered because that will dissolve easily. It's not going to dissolve that well in the alcohol. Put it in the juice. There's the tip of the day. Try to find some beat up ice so this will grind up better.
Yes, strawberry daiquiris are delicious, Karen. I agree.
You know, I think they're kind of swell. You know, I very rarely make such things. Usually they're super, super sweet. You suck them down fast, have another, and I'm like, you're at the beach, fine.
Lisa says, I want to be buried with a headstone, a holographic. When someone steps on my grave, I will pop up saying, get off my lawn.
Get off my lawn. Get off my lawn. You know, the concept that you would just scare people poopless from beyond the grave is some awesome.
Who was the one who wanted to be put in a joint so his friends could smoke him?
Roland Kirk.
Oh, okay.
He's like, when I die, I'm going to be cremated, and I want to be rolled up into a cigarette so my friends can smoke me. I've got that quote on a live album, which is a really, really great live record. So, but he was a card. He was just amazing. This big black man, blind, who played 3 saxophones simultaneously.
Oh, Chaz, hi, by the way.
He just heard things, man. He was just crazy out there. Anyway, hey, thanks, Chaz.
It was a giant neon strawberry.
We're kind of feeling that today.
Yeah.
You don't say. We've had certain commentators say that our video looks a lot better than it has looked in recent broadcasts. Like if you go back to the beginning of the year up till now. Because we started using Ecamm, and it's the same camera. So if it looks better, I think that Ecamm's just like giving us better bandwidth or something. So anyway, you're supposed to use something like 4 or 5 strawberries. I'm going to grab my frozen here.
Oh wait, Dan says our loud seems to be distorting tonight.
Our loud?
Oh, you know what? Maybe we just turned it up too high.
Maybe.
No, let's turn it down a little bit.
Oh, Dan, thanks, Dan. Yeah, right there. Yeah, we're kind of in the big. Take that down now, like one entire notch. Okay, try now.
All right.
I'm speaking the same tone. Are we still hitting the peak stand? Let me know.
We turned it up loud because people couldn't hear us before.
You know, it's too soft. It's too loud. It's too loud. It's too soft. Will you people make up your mind?
All right, let's try that.
Anyway, I kid.
Hopefully that's better.
I do count on people to tell me how this sounds. I can't hear me. Anyway, big handful of strawberries.
Oh, thank you, Eric.
Boom, 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 boom. That looks pretty good.
Oh, Karen's used strawberries as ice cubes for drinks.
Yeah,
that's a great idea.
Sure.
I love that.
I got it frozen.
Yeah. Oh my gosh, Gettysburg Bam, congrats! As of Saturday, my daughter will have her Bachelor of Arts in Sports and Business Management. Oh, that's fun. I love that. Congrats.
Okay.
Yeah, the audio is sometimes a bit hot with this new thing. I know. Yeah, okay.
Jimmy too.
I hope that's better. We turned it down a little.
Dan, let me know if that's still happening on your end, because that would imply that this is a lot more aggressive than I thought. But we can tame it. We can tame these things. Think about, like, I just rattled off a formula, and I'm kind of ignoring it right now. Just like throw a handful of strawberries, going to throw some lemon juice and sweet. You know, this is not an exact science, nor is it baking. You know, baking is science. You get the baking, you get the leavening off, which is to say the acid versus the alkaline off, you're dead. And I know that definitely Pepper Tree, but I think LCTV also would tell you, yeah, that's going to screw you up.
Hi, Laura. Good to see you.
Hello.
Yay.
I'm going to throw in what I think is about 3/4 ounce of the lemon. That's probably about right. I'll take that. I'll take that light one, please.
You
it's probably going to kill it.
Yeah.
More reverb. Interesting. Reverberation. I remember a band complained about that some years ago. Band from Texas. Good grief. I actually have
Let's see. I don't even know
more
what
than
this
2
means.
ounces here.
Quieter, but no more distortion. A leveler plug-in would probably help. I don't know what that is.
Let me read that for a second.
Okay.
So we're not distorting. We did take the audio down. Are we clear enough? I mean, it's like, well, it's pretty quiet because I want to be like where we usually are. And there's probably a function we can throw in here.
I'm sure there's a happy medium somewhere.
But there's probably a limiter in here that we can put on that would just stop the distorting.
Pepper Tree says the audio is balanced. Okay. All right.
Good.
All
Okay.
right.
Okay.
Hopefully
good.
that's better.
But definitely.
Yeah.
What am I missing here?
Phew, so much to think about.
I'm going to try this and see how sweet it is. This is frozen strawberries. This is potentially concentrating some sugariness. And if it turns out we're done, then we're done. But if it turns out I've got it too tart, I'm going to throw in some sugary stuff. So here we go.
Okay.
Okay. Put this guy on
Don't
here.
forget the lid.
Yep. Turn on, grind it up.
Thank you. Oh. Loud, it distorts. Limiter would help. Yeah, okay. I mean, we have a limiter built into our editing software, but yeah. Oh, wait. Uh-oh. What just happened?
I don't know.
What just happened? Hold on.
It's the wrong thing.
Hold on.
Okay, that needs a little sugar.
It just disappeared.
Yeah, we seem to have disappeared. How about that? Go to Uscam.
I am.
You are on Uscam.
Okay. We just randomly disappeared. Hold on.
Hey, how about that? This is the FaceTime camera, which is this camera. So that's wrong.
I know.
Select this one, and you should be okay. Sorry, folks. We're in the dark. Clearly.
Unlock. Hold on.
Uscam. Hello. This is the wrong camera. See?
I know.
Yeah,
but it's choosing the wrong camera.
Okay, guys.
So far, I'm not in love with Ecamm. I got to be honest. Okay.
Not that great. This is a terrible, terrible view. Doesn't look good.
Why did it just randomly change our camera?
That's why I'm not in love with this thing. I'm not trying to capture the damn screen.
What else going on here?
Well, you hit something.
I didn't though.
Okay, go ahead. Hover on that. Okay.
All right, we're just trying to figure out our camera. Sorry.
Yeah.
Hi, Ben.
Hey, Ben.
Ben, I'm gonna share your comment. I can't. Yeah, I know our video's gone. I have no idea what just happened.
That's great. That's just great. Okay, you know what? I'm going to make sure that we're plugged here.
It just changed. It just got rid of our camera.
Okay, you know what? Let me take over for a second.
Our camera's ghosted. Our camera is suddenly ghosted.
Plug. Okay.
It went away now.
Yeah.
It's not there at all now.
Oh, great. Great.
Okay.
Uh-huh.
Okay.
Well, nothing happened up there. That's doing just fine. Okay, camera. So let's go back to.
Hold on. I'm going back to. I'm on.
You just chose it.
I'm on the right. I chose the right camera, but it's like black. It's.
Yeah.
All right. Sorry, everyone.
Yeah. Let me grab this for a second. check the settings and blooper reel. Check the settings and here. Let's check the. Will you please get out of my way? Let's check the. That sound. I don't want that. That's entirely true. System settings. Blah blah blah.
Oh God.
System settings. Will you please get me where I want to go? Thank you very much. Okay. Appearance. This is really annoying.
I know.
First of all, I don't need this. I got that up twice. Second of all, where is my camera? Third of all, la 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 la. Yeah, this is fascinating, people. This is like when I did the test shot recently, and it was like broadcasting when I didn't think it was. Ha 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 ha. That's always lovely. You try to do that so you don't have to do this live. You know what I mean? Where do I find?
Since you can't see us, I'll just tell you I just guzzled the rest of my drink because.
Might have been.
Because I can't even.
It might have been just kind of that kind of stuff. I'm actually going to go this just a little bit, and that's the input. That's the microphone. That's fine. Where do I find cameras on this? Yeah, I know. Where do you find cameras on this list? I never change cameras here.
Just go back to eCam.
Hold on. I want to make sure I'm not missing something here.
I don't think you are.
Yeah, maybe that's just the way that it is.
Because we didn't hit anything there.
Okay, USCam is still USCam. Yeah. And go up. And where are the controls on this actual thing here?
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. That's sound. That's that is a switcher. Uh-huh. Uh-huh. Also, like the audio on this is way the hell down. That's kind of crazed. Oh, no. Actually, that's where I need to be. And can I actually, give me a
You
second.
need and deserve more cocktails. Thank you.
Hello.
Thank you, LCTV.
Okay, I need to stretch this
Glendora
screen.
had something to do with it.
I need to stretch this screen so I can figure
The
out.
comments
Hold
are
on.
hilarious.
Hold on.
The comments are hilarious. Click to start. Does it work?
I don't know.
No, that's my phone.
That's your phone. Yeah, now I've got a picture of the ceiling happening. Probably.
It's showing my phone.
Okay.
What on earth happened here?
Set as default camera. Wow, this is just totally dead. You want to start again?
This camera is dead. No.
All sources. FaceTime camera would
Yeah, the
take me
camera totally. It's like we changed the sound and the camera totally died. The gremlins are out tonight.
They are.
You're not wrong, Lisa.
Fascinating. I tell you, if I can actually entertain you while we're not even showing here at all, then that's just something fascinating, people.
Well, we can go to the camera on the computer. It's going to look like crap, but
really don't want to do that. I would
I
like to
don't
avoid
want to
that.
do it either. But
I wonder if we showed a commercial, if that would help things.
no,
Why not?
because we wouldn't be fixing the problem.
I know, but maybe it would kick things back in gear is all I'm saying. Okay, so eCam Live, let's actually take a look for where in the world do we actually control such things. Source, camera.
Wait, go back to source.
Yeah.
Camera. Oh my god. What the hell? Yeah, Eric, you tried to turn it off and back on. That was our that was our doomsday thing. Yeah, it was choosing. Oh, Arnie, thank you. I can call. Oh, thank you. Yeah,
you know what?
Tech support is available.
I appreciate that.
It was choosing the wrong source.
I appreciate that a lot more than you
think. I don't
know
why.
But you know what we actually did, because you guys do with this too, is it was right next to, there's a whole drop-down menu called Source, and you can choose a blank screen, which does this. Bye. Or you can say, no, I want the camera. Hi. What the hell kind of... Who would put that into their program?
Of you. Oh, thank you.
Who puts that in your program? I need to go black.
Pepper tree, thank you.
All right, I concede. I concede. There's from time to time you need to go black, and then you go between scenes. Fine. But in the middle of a broadcast, it's slightly disconcerting.
Oh.
Anyway.
They all know what it looks like when I dream about Bowie. Oh, I guzzled my drink and want another one. Don't judge me. Oh, thank you, everyone. I was just drinking it straight from the blender.
You know, it's pretty good. I would probably just do that, but I want a little more sweetener.
Okay. Yeah. Good times.
Good times.
We're learning a new system. For those of you who were watching us, like, oh God, this was during the pandemic, but we had a special camera that was just a live event camera, and it was super crisp. Like, it looked amazing. But every week there was some new fresh hell with our broadcast. Like, I was starting to get scared to go live because every week it would be like YouTube wouldn't work or Facebook wouldn't work, and it all changed from week to week, and you never knew what was going to happen. That's what that felt like.
Sure did. A lot of fun.
We just try to keep up with you.
Lots of fun.
Oh.
Yeah, appreciate that. Well, actually, I appreciate the fact that our fellow channels here are both using this platform. So if something truly drastic goes wrong, we actually have a little like on-the-fly tech support that might straighten things out. I know that you gotta know what's wrong, but
oh my God,
you had trouble like the first time we used this where you couldn't highlight comments, and like Arnie says, do this, and it worked. So there's the thing.
If the daiquiri is too sweet, you could add a little more rum, Peter, or you could add some more lemon juice. Yeah.
So this was slightly tart, which actually was very good. But I'm like, people are going to want that to taste a little more like they get in a bar. So here we go.
Gong show oops sign. Eric, I think we need to make a gong show oops sign, and then when something like that happens, we'll just go to that, and it should have like some music. You like, we'll be back when we figure this crap out. Okay.
I just realized I didn't get the right
Hi,
glass.
Doug. Good to see you. Wearing blender cameo. Yes, indeed. That blender belonged to Paul's father.
That's right.
Yes.
So
yay for that. That strawberry shortcake that I made went right down, and now I'm thirsty for another drink. I'm not gonna lie. Two at the most. For those of you who know the Dorothy Parker ditty, I love a martini. Two at the most. 3, I'm under the table. 4, I'm under my host. So we always say 2 at the most. Well, 2 at the most.
I have started saying, because of course I have to say this slightly differently, I like a martini. 2 at the mostest. You can fill in from there.
Put an image of Glendora on it. Oh, I like that idea.
If anybody's ever wondering, like, what's in the spray bottle.
Oh, see, Peter would enjoy the tartness.
Yeah, you would. What's in the spray bottle? This is magic cleaning spray.
I was going to say pure pepper spray.
Wait a minute, let me try.
Ah!
Yeah.
Who will be the unknown comic?
We had an unknown.
We should do a gong show video.
What context did the unknown comic appear in Ohana? That was Jet.
Yes.
Yeah.
With the mystery year.
Mystery year.
Yes. That was last year.
The theme was mystery, and he shows up in a suit, really cheap suit, paper bag on the head, telling bad jokes. This was brilliant.
See, I feel like the unknown comic actually needs to show up with a bag over their head on a bag over their nether region.
Was that yet? I don't remember that. Anyway.
Yeah, that was.
Let me see what we got here.
Yes, there is a rhubarb liqueur, Peter.
There is.
Chef Ard makes one. It's
actually
really good.
It's like a little sweet and very tart.
Yeah, and we also have one that's, I think, strawberry rhubarb.
Now this
that's good too.
Looks like a strawberry daiquiri in a strawberry daiquiri glass. Check that sucker out.
Ooh, look at that.
The ice is it's still a little like large chunks. I really should have used more crushed in there, but I didn't have it, so I didn't use it. Sue me.
Delish. How much simple syrup did you use?
I just added probably ½ ounce. I just like dashed it in and said that sounds about right. Again, this is not science as much as get the balance right. You can go back if you don't know, if you've never done this, follow the formula. Can't go wrong. And if you have done this, you can very little.
Pick in the pantry. That'd be good.
Oh, wow. Hello.
Oh, yeah. Gong show would be beyond hysterical. I know. We need to do that. And also, Pepper Tree was saying, I thought I was going to be Laverne and Shirley. So we got to do Laverne and Shirley and Gong show, which is about what my brain is up to these days. Gong show and Laverne and Shirley.
This is really good. I never have this type of thing in a bar because it's a big sweet thing. I'm not in the mood for it. I want something that's more of a piquant cocktail. Oh. But if I'm at the beach, keep these coming. Yay.
So you up to video games because I'm on vintage music.
Vintage music.
Okay, all right.
Oh, yeah. Well, you can go.
Love it.
We start talking vintage music. We're going to go for a while.
It's like summer. It tastes really good.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. I was going to add.
It does look like summer.
What was I going to do? I was going to add the.
This was the frozen strawberries, not the fresh. But you know what? The frozen starts out life as fresh.
How much simple did you use?
They're frozen really immediately. Give me ½ ounce.
Okay.
Adjust to taste. Some people would be like, well, it's too tart. Add a little more of the sweet. Right. You can't go wrong. The only thing that I think you really don't want to do is start with like a ton of sweet because it's got to be sweet. Start with a little less and dial it up until it gets right. You want this to be a good sour balance. You have to have lemon in there.
Oh, Oscar.
Yeah.
I want to ask you something because my second drink has tequila. And so I went to Google Translate to look up strawberry shortcake, and it said tarte de fraises. Would that be correct?
Fraises is right.
Yes. Let me know if it's.
That's about right.
Oh, Wacky Racers. Yeah. Oh, Man from U.N.C.L.E. Right. We've been watching Man from U.N.C.L.E. on Fridays. Yeah. Okay.
We've been watching the final season of U.N.C.L.E. which very unfortunately got truncated. They barely made it into 1968.
Steal rhubarb from her
But
neighbor's garden. Oh.
They had at least a good fall season worth of it.
Oh, Karen, that's so funny. So then it goes on. The drinks became more like trash pandas. Trash panda's a good drink name, actually.
Yeah, actually, yeah.
I kind of like that.
Might be alluding to an actual thing over there. Anyway, I would want to point out.
Pause to dress up like Rip Taylor. You could be tossing confetti. Woo. Our friend
I gotta get like a really big statue.
Our friend who
Rippy
sadly moved away, but he would always go to all the horror conventions and movie conventions. Went to one. He knew we were obsessed with Rip Taylor, and he brought us. He met Rip Taylor and got his autograph for us and everything. But then there were also Rip Taylor like
chocolate
cake
mustache
pops. Yeah, but it was like a Rip Taylor mustache cake pop.
It was literally like a chocolate mustache,
and it had like the
slightly perverse,
and it had the sprinkles on it.
It was pretty.
It was
hilarious.
Good. It was good. We ate it.
It's long gone. Ate it. Yep. So I just want to point out, for the benefit of Pepper Tree, that I originally was going to make this drink, and Sardi's has this in here. They do not have a rum base. I think in a different portion of this book they do, but here they were calling this the frozen strawberry sherry daiquiri. Make the same thing. Use dry sherry as the base. That sounds amazing, and it cuts down on the booze.
Peter, we've seen the Avengers. I haven't seen all of them, but we've definitely seen them. Yeah.
Somewhere in the attic, we actually have some VHS tapes.
Yeah.
Good grief! So I'll take you back of the 1963 season with, that's right, Honor Blackman. Those are pretty hot. And then, of course, when they go to color and they get Mrs. Peel.
I like Mrs. Peel.
Yeah, she's the bomb.
All about
she's the bomb.
Rig. Yeah.
Yeah,
okay.
Mrs. Peel, of course, in the show was Mrs. And of course,
yes,
it's all this.
Mrs. Peel.
Yeah, that's right. But in the show, she's a Mrs., implying that there's a Mr. Peel. There was a Mr. Peel. You see him once in the entire series. But in the meantime, there's all this banter back and forth and sexual tension between her and Steve, which is kind of fun.
Oh, the Avengers, yes. Ooh, it's amazing.
Oh, yeah.
It's so good.
Check that out, Oscar.
Add it to your destroy tapes. Yeah, I think that our attic doesn't destroy things. I think they just get destroyed. Because we've had things on this level VHS tapes get destroyed on this level too. So I think it's Here's a basic fact about all of your VHS tapes out there. If you have any classics, if you have a collection of Disney VHS, guess what? Oh, Pepper Tree. We'll see you when you get back.
Yes. Yeah. Okay. Yep. See you.
Walter Lantz stuff recently.
Okay. Oh. Yep. Walter Lantz. Animation. Yeah. Lots of fun. Here's the kicker about all of your VHS tapes, and I'm sure that Doug can throw down on this one too, and Dan, is that the way that those were designed was basically quick to get them to market, and the color information stored on the video is stored in the high frequencies on the tape. Well, what actually deteriorates on any tape over time is high frequencies. So give them 10 years with any tape, and your color is going to start to go to hell. And I've noticed that the older tapes we have, the color gets terrible.
Wait, what?
So this is the thing. Even if they play, even if the tape isn't mutilated by now, your color is going to go completely bonkers.
Bobby Sean, what?
And that's it. Sorry.
It was almost on the Ted Mack Amateur Hour back in the 70s.
No way.
We moved to Arizona, and we're staying at a Kitsch-en motel. I had befriended a kid my age. One day, he brought out a Playboy magazine. What?
Have you seen Miss July? No. Well, now I have.
Yeah, early Woody looks disturbingly funny.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Very bonkers the way that, the very first Daffy Duck is absolutely off the wall.
That's my
absolutely
mom.
Bonkers.
I'm 12. Yeah. She knew Ted Mack.
Ah!
Oh, no.
Hilarious.
Okay,
Hilarious.
So.
Okay.
Tarte de Fresas. Oscar will tell me if I'm way off the mark here.
That sounds about right.
Strawberry shortcake variation, but I am going to use tequila. Reposado in this case. El Humidor.
Great place to be. Humidor is
2 ounces.
Probably the best value that we got in tequila. There's a couple of the brands that really rival, and if you ever get a good price on Altos, I'm very happy with that. But usually it's priced up a little bit.
washout color copy of Winnie the Pooh I had. Yeah,
Yeah.
that happens. So
Yeah.
we've had VHS tapes that just I don't know if is it the machine or is it the tapes, but
Tapes.
oh okay,
The tapes.
they're green. They have lost all the color information except the
And
green.
they go toast.
So instead of being black and white, they're green and white. Okay, so I'm going to do three
I think
quarters of
that's our
an
TV.
ounce of the strawberry.
Well, it's the fact that we're
liqueur again.
converting from the analog VHS output to an HDMI converter to throw it to the TV. That's a lot of conversion. You don't expect that's going to work that well. It usually doesn't. And you
Oh,
might as well just buy it new. Hate to
he's
say it.
Bela Lugosi tapes are kaput.
Yeah.
Yeah, I know the
Well,
feeling.
here's the thing. Your Bela Lugosi tapes are primarily black and white.
Ah,
So if you know that they're toast, they're toast. But if you're thinking, oh, they're dead because of what I'm saying,
okay.
probably not.
Nah.
You know. But you should probably have those
Oh,
in a different
yeah.
format because the tape's fragile.
Yeah, Milagro
Milagro.
was good too. Yes,
Milagro.
yes. This one's good.
Excellent
This one,
choice.
we took a cooking class in Mexico, and this is the one she was serving.
Yeah.
So
Yeah, but we knew that before that. I remember.
Did we?
Yes, we did. Yes, we did. I was like, hey, you've got Humidor. There's also, and they were recommending it as a very well-priced brand. They were right.
okay, so I've got 3/4 of an ounce of the tequila. Oh, 2 ounces of the tequila, 3/4 of an ounce of the strawberry, and what I want to do.
What else would you like?
I don't want to do the wild arbor again. Oh, I'm going to do
Oh, wait.
a splash of elderflower.
Hello, hello.
I'm using Marie Brizard.
Oh, yeah. That's an excellent idea. That's going to add a little bit of
You know, I'm
floral
just going to say a
to
quarter
this
ounce.
to this fruitiness.
Quarter ounce.
Quarter ounce sounds about right.
Elderflower.
It looked like a quarter ounce full.
And
Don't worry, we're professionals.
I'm sure everyone was worried.
Oh, yeah, well.
3/4 of an ounce fresh lemon juice again.
We always recommend measuring. It's true, and we measure everything we do. But sometimes it's like, I need a splash. I got a splash. That's fine.
And then I'm going to do
A splash it's not an Aunt Sandy splash. Duke, 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 duke. It's just a splash, in and out.
Does anyone else miss Aunt Sandy? Okay,
You
a
know,
couple of dashes of
soft spot in
orange
my heart.
bitters. Aunt Sandy.
Guess what? I got a refill.
I'm gonna. Ooh.
And I use a
hold
lot
on.
of strawberries, so that actually worked very well. Look at that. I got a drink and a quarter. Hello.
Okay, here's the thing that is annoying to me about Canva these days.
And what's that? I could do without the dual screen. That's pretty useless.
Now that's
Oh, Canva. Oh, yeah. Sorry, I'm
Ooh,
talking about the wrong thing.
interesting fact.
You can
Strawberries are in the rose family. Oh,
Oh,
wow. Okay. Great source of vitamin C. I love
Excellent.
it. Thank you, Karen.
as
Okay.
our rose hips, as it turns out.
Our
Yes.
broadcasts are educational.
See, folks,
They're not just
Karen,
janky and sad. They're
Karen,
also educational.
Karen, who's been a strawberry shortcake fan for years, can tell you about strawberries. Truth be told.
Clean the video head and intercept the output. You can modify the signals. Some movies only came out on videotape. Yes. Okay, so I'll tell my story in a minute.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, wait, hold on. I have to rewatch. Hold on. Run. Vampire Bats. You know, yes, good one. Good one. Okay.
Your black and white should be unaffected. It really should be, but
You
your
need to get
tape
the
is
laser
fragile
disc player
and
on.
could lose
Oh,
other things.
yeah. Okay. The laser disc.
Oh, yeah.
Oh.
Yeah, the lasers. We've actually converted from laser to the HDMI to this machine. It was okay, but it wasn't
That's
great.
really funny for Kelly.
The simple fact is, if you just had like a big old
Oh,
Sony.
Lugosi's dead. I'm dead. I'm dead.
Well, that's right.
I'm dead. Anyway.
Well, you know,
You keep talking.
the other
I'm
Peter,
gonna do this.
the other Peter should be able to tell you all about such
Hold
things.
on.
Anyway, yeah.
Oh, shoot.
Me
Okay,
now,
keep
I
talking.
want to be zombified.
Keep talking.
That's a
We'll keep
Different
talking.
concept, but you know what I'm talking about.
Keep talking.
What am I thinking? Peter Murphy could tell you all about Lugosi and his actual status
I
of
believe that's what she's referring to.
liveness. I know. I'm just saying. I was trying to figure out the name of this singer. I'm like, oh yeah, it's Peter Murphy. Got it. Totally spaced on that for a second. But yeah. So
I heard the Smiths in the supermarket the other day.
I heard them in a different context. We're hearing a lot of Smiths these days.
I know.
They're all over. What
Morrissey's
is it?
not dead, is he?
I
I'm
certainly
dead,
so hope
I'm
not.
dead, I'm dead.
Yeah.
Sorry.
No. No, he would be like,
Sorry,
oh,
Smiths fans.
he would not be doing that. He'd be going, I'm dead, I'm dead, I'm so dead, it's terrible, you know.
I know, it's serious. Hold on.
I know. I'm repping out all the new wave classics there. They have a special place in my heart. That's all. Just saying.
They definitely have a special place in my heart.
Yeah, you know.
Okay.
I remember a ton of this stuff from back in the day.
Okay.
Somebody just died from the band The Alarm. So my
Yes.
friend noted that, and I was listening to some. I'm like, what do I remember from these guys? More than I remembered. Ha! How about that? When I took a look at the song list, I'm like, 68 Guns. Of course. Yeah.
So, I need some ice.
How come this pops up every time you go away from the screen? I don't need two screens here, people.
I don't know. Okay.
Annoying! So, but that's because this is on an app.
I say that when I drink Ripple.
Boom, 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 boom,
Which one? Oh! Karen has, hold on, I gotta go back. Oh.
You went too far.
I must have come it. Wait.
Keep going.
Here's a strawberry shortcake.
40th
anniversary doll.
Yep.
See, if I had that, I would put it front and center on the sofa. I put one of my issues. Oh, Karen.
Hey.
Please. You're preaching to the choir. I would have too.
This entire audience here resembles that remark.
I would have too.
I'm just saying. I say that with no fear of contradiction.
No, I would have too.
I've certainly bought things like from youth at my age now just because I thought, hey, I want that again. You know? Now, I've never gone, had 4 or 5 of these and gone on eBay and like, I want my Star Wars toys and gotten bidding wars. But we have a friend who did.
Not eBay, but
got like a lot of stuff.
I've gone to events that involved shopping. It's like, oh, get a cocktail and shop. It's like, oh no, I'm in trouble now. Hard to process.
They'll absolutely say that as of right now, when you consider the number of things that are in this house on audio formats, and we have all sorts of audio formats, but if we stick to just records, right? Do we have enough records? I just pulled this baby out of the attic and played it for the first time, and we're like, wow, this is my favorite record. So obviously we have enough records, right? Right? Guess what? Wrong! You do not have enough records. Go buy more records.
Never too many records.
Never too many. Because we were just there at the WFMU fair last fall, and I found stuff. And I was like, yeah, I want that. And it was in great
garnish
shape.
with a strawberry.
So I made some good deals. We got some great stuff, and we played it. And some of it was Christmas stuff, and that got a lot of airplay in December.
Okay.
You know? People will talk about, the Christmas vinyl. It's like, hey, I like them. We play them. Absolutely. I could upload them all. I could put it on the old music program. I could let the jukebox do the talking. Why? Just put the record on this turntable.
I might like this even better than the first one. And I liked the first one a lot.
Is this a variation of the first?
Yes.
Hello. So tequila daiquiri.
I'm enjoying my Johnny Moore record store day release.
Nice,
Peter.
Oh yeah.
Nice.
Hello. Speaking of your Smiths, just like that. There we go. I know we have more than a few fans here. I do enjoy the Smiths. I think that
people get a coma. I
know. Morrissey is Morrissey. He's the usual pain in the neck, but they did have a good sound. They did have a good sound that I like.
I'd be done.
And I was thinking about groups in that period that I hadn't really heard a lot of during that period, but I've heard a lot more in more recent years. And I would say if you haven't really dug into Simple Minds, then
hi Daniel.
Their albums are definitely worth your time. So there you go.
Oh, see, Julie loved the Alarm back in the day. I got to meet them at a record signing. Nice.
Oh, that's awesome.
Okay, I love it. I love it.
Yeah, I remember once I was listening to a few songs. I'm like, I remember these, and they had like a very, very strong sound, like a very, very upfront sound. They got a lot of comparison at the time to U2. They're not Irish. I believe they were Welsh, which is that when I'm talking about the Alarm. Not U2.
Peter was a Miko junkie.
But they had some similarities without being like a U2 clone or anything. And actually, they just had a very strong, a little bit of punk background, a little bit of rootsy rock. They were very strong. They're still around. Can't have too many vinyl records. Yeah, you know something, Errol? Probably not.
Those strawberries are huge.
Yeah, big bite.
Mm-hmm.
I'm still putting this sucker away,
Oh
and
my
this is
gosh.
actually a lot of fruit. Getting my vitamin C for the
Lisa's
day.
niece had a strawberry shortcake doll that smelled like strawberries.
Mm.
It was an addicting smell.
Oh,
Oh my
wow.
God.
Well, when you were young and you got books from the Scholastic Club, did you ever get a scratch and sniff book? Or maybe Dynamite magazine, that kind of thing,
Wish
you
I
know?
remember
Usually
what
that scratch and sniff is pretty pungent.
Oh wow.
Yeah.
Probably a set of blank disc for a direct disc
Disc
pop up this
pop-up.
Friday. Nice.
Woo-hoo, baby.
What?
Now, do you mean you're doing your spinning wax, or do you mean you're playing direct to disc records? There's a distinction, and I have a few of those myself, and they're fun.
For
although
real, Eric?
ultimately there's other ways to go.
Your sister really had a doll. Now, was
Chanel.
it because she sprayed it with Chanel number 5, or did
Just
it
asking.
come smelling like Chanel number 5? That's fascinating.
Hey, speaking of records, I believe it might just be
Dr.
time for.
Demento. Oh, it's a time. Okay. And now, a word from our sponsor.
Not available in any store. It's the Glendora Wine Glass. This attractive vessel holds 6 ounces of your favorite wine or adult beverage and will be the envy of your friends. Write velveteenloungeny@gmail.com for information on how you can make this cherished collectible yours.
If you want your wine to taste better, you better buy my glass.
Do it today. After a trying day in the salt mines, unwind with the soothing sounds of ceviche. This Latin-inspired collection of surf instrumentals by the Clams is the perfect soundtrack for relaxing with a martini or Manhattan, and the special edition LP comes complete with the classic hit, Glendora's Theme. Don't wait. Visit the Velveteen Lounge store on Big Cartel for your copy while supplies last.
And we're back.
Hello, folks.
Oh, let's see.
Tournament to commercial plugs a little
Choices.
more subtle these days.
Oh, my sister collected scratch and sniff stickers.
There you
I
go.
remember those.
Wow.
And remember, does anyone else remember scratch, like, not scratch and sniff, but markers that
Markers
smelled
that
like
smelled?
fruit?
Oh, wow. Fruity markers.
Do you remember that?
Boom, boom, boom. Yeah, I do remember that, actually.
People will be huffing them like, yeah.
Oh, yeah,
like,
these-
like nobody's business. Like it was
No.
their job.
No, I want to sniff some glue. Here we go.
You better my
Much
glass
better,
or
much
cousin
better.
Vito will come see it. Exactly.
Boom, 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 boom. You know, the glass is
Mm.
awesome. It holds a nice, healthy pour of the wine. It'll hold a full Mai Tai, by the way, with the ice. Just saying. You can put your tropical in here. And by the way, if you're a little spotty, you know what's going to polish that up really nicely?
3 minutes max. Okay, man. Ooh,
Hello.
All right.
Look at that.
Mm.
And Boston did this live. Oh wow! Oh, so do you have do you have one of those cutters that'll like do it to what is basically a sheet of plexi? Because I've seen those advertised, and they have the limitations, but the DJs love them. You can just make.
Oh my gosh,
you're just
Karen.
making a superior
That's so
dub
funny.
plate and having fun with that.
Oh, let's see. Wait, you better mind my glass. Our cousin Vito will see. Yeah, exactly.
I'm going to send Joey.
We need to make
Jr.
a commercial that's a little more
pithy.
pithy.
Yeah.
Oh, your ceviche LP arrived! Yay,
Woohoo!
Julie! Thank you so much.
Excellent.
Thank
Excellent.
you, really.
I think,
We appreciate it.
When was that sent? Was that Saturday? Friday. I managed to get that out
Friday,
really late on
yes,
Friday,
yes.
and they told me it would take a week. Clearly, they were actually overestimating. It's awesome. Yeah. That was fantastic. I love that. Yeah, you were debating on whether the post office was open past about 5 o'clock. I said, I don't know.
It was like,
So
we gotta mail it.
I was like, dang it, we
I
do have to
promised.
mail that. We did promise. So I said, that's it. I got it. I packed it
Yeah.
up. I got in the car. I went there.
Don't make me drive to New York City.
I had just been to the post office an hour before. It was a mob scene. It was a madhouse. I get there at like 6:15, dead. And I tell the gal, I was just here. And she's like, oh, yeah, it clears out. I was like, well, then don't ever bother going early to the post office.
I thought you were going to say, you got there and said, I was just here. She's like, what are you doing back here?
What are you doing back here? I don't know. Giving you more business.
Daniel collected fruity smelling erasers.
Oh, wow. Ah, that's hilarious.
All of this stuff is back.
It's hot stuff.
It is back.
And
And
so-
actually, my voice teacher reminded me, I have not thought about these things since the 80s, but do you remember those puffy stickers that were like Lisa's somebody? I forgot the name, but it was like this
I remember
particular
puffy stickers.
artist that made like these animal kind of puffy stickers. It was, I was like, that is literally a thought I have not had in my head in 40 years, but okay.
Boom, 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 boom.
Disgusting scratch and sniff.
Oh, yeah. There's always that scratch and sniff, which is going to be like,
Lisa, yes, sir, in the mail. I hope you enjoy them. Thank you.
those are going
Yay.
OTW. But I have actually found that the estimates of
Wine from a faucet.
Oh, now you're talking. Now you're talking.
I could get behind that.
I have found with shipping that the records, of course, go a special rate. It's the media rate, although I think they call it ground service or something these days.
It's like ground advantage. Like there's an advantage.
There's
to
an
it
advantage
going
to sending
ground.
it ground. Well, Dig, you're sending a product at special rate, which it's heavier than what you're paying for because it's media. That's with the way you used to send books, 16 millimeter films, like open reel tapes, that kind of stuff. And so the records have always been sent that way, and they've always been sent cheaper. And it's like, well, we deal some records through the mail, right? And it's great to have a really economical price on those. And they always say, yeah, that's going to take like 10 days. Yeah, I don't think it goes much slower than ordinary priority mail.
No.
So like a few days later, it's like, yeah, it's there.
Okay.
It's kind of great.
I have posted the questions so that people on both platforms can see it. But in case you're not looking at the TV, which is fair,
Possibly.
Mikhail is asking the pertinent questions. Which is worse, sniffing or eating glue?
It depends on the glue. That's my answer.
I would have to go with eating.
I would agree.
I have to go with eating.
I'll concur.
But
anyway, chime in.
But yes, if you have an opinion on the glue debate, please.
Oh, yeah.
It's like Scotty for us to make.
Look like a miracle worker. I can't get it to work, Captain. Oh, wait. I got it to work. There you go.
And Mikhail, this is why I love you all, because you asked that question, and I'm just like, I want anyone else to show us people who would ask that question.
Who else can ask that
I
question?
love that so much. I love that you asked that question. Okay. Would you prefer to sniff glue or eat glue?
Yeah. I say it depends on the glue.
Presto K8 portable lathe.
Lathe. Yep. Presto would make
See,
78
people
RPMs.
don't talk about lathes on other. Yeah, I love this. No one talks about this stuff.
DIY blanks.
I feel like this is the channel where people can come and talk about lathes and sniffing glue.
I like the portable in quotes because the thing has a handle on it, which is a real joke.
Only
like,
70 pounds.
Don't lift that thing up by the handle.
It's portable if you have like 4 wheels.
Well, it's like we have a 60 millimeter projector, which is a Bell & Howell circa 1949, and it has a handle. I'm like, good one, because this thing you will lift it, like, this thing's 40 pounds. That handle's going to be a goner soon, so I don't ever use that. But that's kind of hilarious.
Lisa listens to Ceviche in the car.
Awesome. That's so touching. I know Dana was
Lisa
watching.
Frank, Karen, thank
You're
you.
watching.
Lisa Frank, that was it.
There we go.
Lisa Frank, yes, the stickers.
Do you have any shaker detritus?
I have empty shakers.
That's what I'm talking about.
They don't have anything in them.
If
you're scavenging.
You have a glass part. You just want to drop that right there, and I'll take your glass. As long as it's empty. Yes.
You get that final drop.
You don't
use a spoon.
You don't
want
want
to
to
get
waste.
every drop.
Don't waste.
Lisa Frank, that was it.
Mm-hmm.
Yes. Yes, let's celebrate. Remember those stickers. I had not thought about those since the 80s, and my voice teacher mentioned them, who's way too young to remember them, but whatever.
Right.
Well, it was scratch, ew, scratch, ew. You know what? My biggest, eating the glue. Yeah, I know. Eating super glue is not going to be super.
No.
When it comes
No.
Oh. Okay, wheat paste is just raw dough, but eating something like rubber glue, no way, yeah.
Yeah, rubber glue, no. That's going to be like a petrochemical.
Okay, Mikhail says, sniff glue, eat paste. Final answer.
Well, everybody here of a certain age remembers that big pasty glue you had in these huge tubs in like second grade.
I do.
And there was always some kid who decided to eat it because it smelled minty. And guess what? If you ate it, it tasted minty. And as people are noting here, well, that was really just wheat and water, so not much harm done. Of course, it's processed in some big bin that's not food safe, so take your chances, kids.
Mm-hmm.
But I'm also thinking, look, of the glues out there, you're absolutely right. Rubber cement is a real sniffing kind of glue because it's extremely aromatic. Not an eating kind of glue.
It's a sniffing glue, not an
eating Tennessee glue. Sniffing glue.
Tennessee sniffing glue.
That's what I'm saying. And somebody just name checked super glue. Super glue is the formula. The basic generic is cyanoacrylate. If the term cyano sounds like something, that's why you're not going to eat it.
Remember eating Play-Doh? That may explain a lot. I just remember as a kid, like, I don't think I was a big eater in that way. I didn't eat these things, but I always remember it said non-toxic. And I was like, oh, okay, that means it's not poisonous. But then it said not non-toxic. And I always thought that was so weird that it said not non-toxic. Oh, you mean poisonous?
Poison.
You mean toxic.
So
not
toxic.
Not non-toxic.
So toxic.
Oh, so toxic.
Yeah.
Okay.
So,
yeah, but I didn't think of that
toxic.
until much later. Like things would say not non-toxic.
Yeah.
So toxic. Yeah.
Well, just in case anybody takes a look at non-toxic and thinks, well, it's not going to kill me. No, probably might make you. It's going to make you vomit copiously.
Model airplane glue and paint were called dope back in the day.
Yes. Dope.
I never made models, but I believe you.
Dope was called dope for a reason. That's I made model airplanes, and you spread that on the wings as waterproofing and to stiffen, and that stuff was aromatic.
What if Danielle's coworkers was sniffing fruity markers yesterday? I'm sure in a completely normal way.
You know, that's. I know you will treasure these memories, Daniel, because that's hilarious. And it's just a fact.
And now I'm a paralegal. Go for it. He's a paralegal too.
Oh, how about that? Yeah. That's the day job, and this is the night job. And the day job, I can't do this stuff. So,
I may have tasted some things. I love this. I love this so much.
Hilarious. I need to make another thing, don't I?
You do.
Yeah.
I have to say that we have stayed on point this evening to the degree that all of our drinks have featured strawberry so far.
And we've been talking about strawberries and animated characters and animated characters that are connected to greeting cards and music that's connected to animated characters connected to greeting cards.
Yeah, Karen, I get it. Yeah.
Yep.
Like letting it dry on my finger like melted wax. Yeah. I remember that.
Anybody who made plastic models remembers the model cement, which was basically acetone. That was the Oh boy! Now, a lot of the young women, the ladies here may not have actually made models, plastic models. They might have, but if you didn't, you had the same sniff because that's the same stuff that's in nail polish remover.
I don't think that's a gendered thing. I think as many young female identifying people made models as
they may have. I'm saying that it's entirely possible. However, they tend to be they tend to be slanted much more towards the boys.
My hands are way too shaky for that stuff.
But I'm saying that the solvent in the model glue is acetone, which is the same stuff as in nail polish remover. So you all know that smell, no matter who you are. So
yes, well,
mimeograph.
I could speak on the nail thing, but
so Eric, there's two possibilities here. There's mimeograph, which was a stencil, and that had some kind of ink. That was the pretty heavy stuff. And then of course there's the ditto machine. Everybody remembers
Dixon rubber cement.
Everybody remembers dittos. That was actually a reverse printed. It's kind of a waxy ink, and then you pull that off with alcohol.
I remember dittos. They were like colored jeans.
Yeah.
You could get Saddleback or
Bingo.
See if anyone picks
we
up
actually
on that.
do still have a ditto duplicating machine, and I have a can of the alcohol. It's just what the hell is it? Methanol, as a matter of fact.
You get enough non-toxic stuff, and it might interrupt with a natural.
Well, this is the thing. I mean,
not non-toxic.
You could probably eat Elmer's glue, and it's not going to kill you. But is it going to be good for you? Ask the Elmer's company. They're going to say no.
Let's go model glue.
Of course not.
Back fond memories. Oh, okay.
Let's go. Oh, there you go.
Fun to work with too. Oh, okay. able to shattered guitar.
I know it. Oh,
Oh,
yeah.
wow. Okay.
Wow. There you go. There you go. There's all sorts of ways. Like
Oh
that.
my gosh, Ben.
I've heard of such things. You're mixing in, say, some sawdust or some glue. You get this very tough material that you can mold, and then you can cut. Kind of fun.
That was my sister smelled it.
Yeah, there's the thing. I not mean to be sexist
Does
that
anyone
way.
remember Ditto's jeans?
The jeans.
Though? Or is it
Speaking
just me?
of dittos, let me think here. I gotta do a thing.
I was so excited when I got a pair of Dittos for Christmas.
I'm thinking of a sour that might involve.
Mine's gone.
I know.
I'm gonna get me a beer. Oh, good night, Peter. Thank you for dropping by. We always love seeing you.
Absolutely. Swinging evening to everybody. Peter actually has an early call tomorrow.
Yes,
as he usually
yes,
does. So I'm just saying.
Yes,
We,
I get it.
We have a relatively early call, but not that early. So good to know. Thank you so much for stopping by. And check out some of those things that we've been talking about, please. I'm trying to think of what else to make because I've only had one very large daiquiri, but it wasn't that heavy on the booze. I'm just kind of full of strawberry, which is actually quite healthy. So I'm trying to think of what else I can make.
Must have some nutrients.
Must have some nutrients in there. Got my vitamin C for the day. That's good.
Oh.
No.
Yeah, no.
No.
Mm-mm. It doesn't even smell good.
I'm trying to think. Give me a second here. I can come up with something. I thought
I'm gonna have.
I got myself this far,
I'm
but
gonna
that's as
have
far
a
as
beer
I got.
ski next because.
Okay.
Do you want a beer ski?
I'm good. I'm gonna make another
Can you
thing.
keep talking while I go get a
I
beer
can talk.
ski?
I can keep talking.
Okay.
Sure. There we go. Yep. There we
I've had my 2 cocktails.
Yep.
I'm good. I'm good.
Did that part.
I did that part.
I'm thinking of a sour between 1 and 5, and if I can only come up with the correct number, there we go. I'd like to make a sour with the strawberry. So I'm thinking of the type of thing that I'd like to make immediately that would go very well with it. And obviously, world's your oyster. There's a lot of bases you can use with that. They're very good. Let's see.
I'm having a.
Oh, here's Karen talking about activity director with the elderly in 2000.
Oh, wow.
Specifically make candy cane reindeer. Oh.
Oh, boy.
No.
Oh.
They think about the
That will be me when I'm in the home.
the cyanoacrylate glue will bond your skin very well, to the point where in medicine, if they need to sort of stitch you up, cyanoacrylate is frequently used, and that will actually stitch your skin together and you'll heal. And that's used. It's considered fine. It's easier than stitches. Now, if you actually do happen to do that by mistake, I believe that, I think vegetable oil will help get that out. But don't quote me. Just look for a YouTube video. Yeah, you don't want to be using your fingers too close to
I know,
the
Gettysburg,
business
I
end.
get it. I get it. It's been hot.
Oh, it's been pretty wicked. We have a lot of windows open right now to keep the place cool. Should be able to sleep.
It feels a little.
It's been okay.
Yeah, okay. It feels a little chilly this evening, so maybe Paul can sleep. So, I'm trying to think. I might put a little
I think
strawberry
I remember what I
liqueur
wanted to
in
make.
here. I'm having a Brooklyn Brewery Fonio Rising.
Fonio.
Fonio Rising Pale
Who
Ale.
wants Fonio?
But it's gonna be strawberry month tomorrow, so let's drizzle in a little strawberry liqueur and see what happens.
Checking it out.
What's the worst that can happen?
Could be terrible.
And then we would
But
get
I doubt
rid of it. Okay. Oh my god, that bottle is so sticky. I just bought that today, and that is freaking sticky.
These liqueur bottles, man.
Ugh.
And what's worse
No
is the aromatic things like Benedictine, which are very sweet.
Okay, hold on.
And you make a pour, and then it's like the whole bottle is a bloody mess.
Hi, Devin. Good to see you. Hello from Portland. Tomorrow is my cat Inger's 4th birthday.
Inger.
Happy birthday, Inger. Oh, I'm glad to see you, Devin. I was thinking about you the other day. I've missed you. Oh.
All right. I'm going to go with.
Wait.
Let's see.
Bobby John just ordered me a mini bike. What? Oh my gosh. You guys are so much fun.
You know?
I love coming
That's
here
the
and
fun
seeing
part.
you all.
That's the fun part. I'll take that strawberry liqueur, which of course is
Okay.
super sticky.
Go. Julie says, I was supposed to have jury duty
yeah,
tomorrow.
Lakey.
Was worrying about oversleeping since I had to leave my house around 7:15. They notified me by email today that I was not needed. My service was complete. Nicely done.
Your services are not required. That's the one day that you're like, thank you. I
know.
really appreciate that.
This is good with the strawberry liqueur, by the
Although
way.
you served on a jury within the past few years, and you did
I
well.
did. It was I gotta be honest. All right.
Let's be honest here. I'll take the dark rum, please. I'm sorry.
Oh, wait. Kentucky Kiss for Derby weekend. Strawberries, bourbon, maple syrup, and lemon. We could do that.
Do that.
We could do that. We could make one and share it. I'm just saying.
I remembered what I was going to do. Made this earlier with different ingredients,
tomorrow,
but I think this
oh,
would be a great
okay.
idea.
All right. Oh, Devin, thank you. No, I was thinking about you the other day. I'm like, how are Devin and Jessica doing? Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
Good to hear from you. Devin was one of our correspondents.
Could be terrible. Keeping it around.
One of our correspondents tuning in tonight who was instrumental in helping us for our 24-hour
when we did our 24-hour New Year's
at the end of 2023, which was nuts.
Oh,
yeah, that was
God.
off the damn hook. But Devin helped in. Eric was here, actually chimed in. And who else? Mikhail and Bobby definitely took
it. Drinky duty.
Gettysburg took a trip and actually really helped us get through, because that's a long broadcast. Anyway, I'm going to actually get one ingredient. I don't think I have.
Are they your aunt and uncle? We're like sort of your aunt and uncle. we're your. What am I thinking of? Mystical aunt and uncle. I don't know what the word is, but oh my God, that's so funny. Oh. Yeah, so funny. So yes, I had jury duty. And I think, and I was telling someone recently on social media, they were talking about getting out of jury duty and whatnot, and thinking, and I ended up getting chosen. And I realized when I got chosen that if you are breathing and not completely rating as insane, you might get chosen because they need people. And then the second time I got it, they didn't choose me, so that's good that they found people. But it was interesting. I have to say that the case I got chosen for was not a huge time commitment, and it was interesting.
What was it? You tell me.
It was a medical malpractice case, and we found in favor of the doctor because
the evidence presented actually was compelling.
Yes.
What you were telling me.
Yes. So we found for the doctor, and I have to say that the attorney for the couple suing just seemed like an ambulance chaser, and they were greedy AF.
You know what the F stands for, so there you go.
They're like, well, we think you should find for this couple for $250,000 for her pain and suffering, and she's totally fine now, by the way. And for her husband, we'd like you to reward $100,000 because while she was bedridden, he had to do the dishes and walk the dogs. And I thought, I'm going to go into this jury room and I'm going to have to fight with these people, but I'm going to stand my ground. And then we got in there and we deliberated for all of 3 minutes because we're all like, can you believe this crap?
Let's go.
Yeah. I know, because they lock you in, and we knocked on the door, and we're like, we're done. And the guy was like, really? And we're like, oh, yeah, no. But we fine for the doctor. Yeah, it was crazy.
Good night, Mikhail. Appreciate
Good night, Mikhail
and
Bobby. Yay. So good to see you, too. Colonel Keg, hi, what's up? Get a haircut? Or, oh, okay. Yeah.
Yeah, they're still there in there somewhere.
They're still there.
So what have I
Still
made
there.
here, by the way? Well, I was
have you
monkeying
made?
around with, I got a shot of rum, about half an ounce of the strawberry liqueur, and 3/4 ounce of lemon. So far, it's actually a really good sour. If you take this,
No, wait.
give this a try.
Did I write this down?
You haven't written it down yet. So the flavor balance is very good on that. Probably
that's good.
slightly tart. I want it to be like a little more tart than the 3/4 ounce on that, because you know what I'm going to do? We finally found the 7-Up.
So PTV hipped us to this.
Yep. So this is the zero sugar 7-Up Tropical. I never make a drink like this where I top it with like the limey soda. Guess what?
But
I tried it today. It was very good.
this stuff is
Very good.
bomb. It's
So
so
I made
good.
a good sour. I'm just filling
This
up
stuff is bomb.
about a finger worth of that. Give it a stir. And guess what? Because this is a good sour base, like a sour cocktail base, and then I actually top it up with this stuff, it's a great thing. If I hadn't done that, this would just be some Junkie Beach thing.
Yeah.
Well, that's super refreshing.
Oh.
And apparently, it'll get you. So.
Oh, thank you, Eric. I'm glad. That is so good. So this, I gotta say, this 7-Up. Oh, he's got the hiccups.
Yep.
This 7-Up Tropical punches above its weight. This stuff is good. We got the zero sugar, but I saw it in the store, and we saw it on PTV Live, our friends at PTV Live, and also LCTV. We're gonna get you guys' logos on here for sure. Like we suck at doing stuff, but anyway, we saw this on PTV, and it's the 7-Up Tropical. And I saw it in the store, and they did not have the zero. And then I saw it there once, and I was like, yeah, I'm buying a lot of stuff. And then I never saw it again. And then I saw it again today. And there was a deal where you had to buy 2. So we have a lot now. But it is good. They were right. The stuff punches above its weight. And he made this tiki drink, which was amazing. And then he put a little of that on top, and it was really amazing. And I realize I'm saying that about a soda, but it's good.
It's well done. It's got a mango flavor, which I'm thinking is probably like artificial and natural flavors to it. And the base of it is just your regular lemon lime soda.
Colonel
It works
K,
very
you
well.
always crack me up.
Uh-huh.
What a hardship for him. Oh. I know. It was.
Yeah, seriously.
Yeah.
That's
So
pretty good.
jury duty, it was interesting. Like whenever people are like, "How do I get out of jury duty?" I'm like, I don't know. It might be an exaggeration to say I enjoyed it. That's probably going a little too far, but I didn't hate it. It was interesting. They hate engineers as jurors. Maybe I'm safe. Well, he always thought that about paralegals because he got out of it being a paralegal.
Well, I remember when I got called up in 2006 to our local, and this was the first time I had been called up in the county.
2 months for Christmas.
Oh, seriously?
I know.
You
It's
got right
gonna
off
be here before you know it,
So
Oscar.
let's finish with jury here. I got called up in 2006, and I had just started working with the legal department. And I'm talking to my manager about that, and he says, "Oh, just get out of that. They're never going to pick you anyway." And I thought, I'm not going to just get out of it. I'm going to go. I'm going to sit there on the panel of prospective jurors, and if they choose me, I'll serve. There we go.
Mm-hmm.
So I was sitting there all day, nothing happens. They call me back the next day. I go back the next day, I sit, blah, blah, blah. They choose me for the panel, and then they start questioning you. And
yes, they do that.
one of I think it was the defense, or it was the prosecuting attorney actually takes a look at my specs, and she's like, "Oh, interesting." She calls over the defense and says, "Do you have a problem with letting him go?" And he takes a look, and his eyes get really wide. "Nope, he's out of here." A, I'm in legal. B, legal working for an insurance company. Gone. So that was it. But that was almost 20 years ago. That's 19 years ago now. Today, they'll take anybody. And I think, fine.
Got
I'll
a
serve in a
paid day
panel.
off. You know what? You got
Hey,
a paid day off.
I would get the time paid off, and
I
supposing
didn't complain.
I'm on the other side of this. Supposing I need a jury trial. Wouldn't I like to have competent people serving? Yes.
May
So-
the 4th and Cinco de Mayo. Yes.
Yes. May the
Yes,
4th
our
be.
neighbors are from Mexico, and I'm curious to see what they're doing for Cinco de Mayo.
I'm not sure they do much. It's a much bigger thing here because it's sort of a.
They've been building a shrine in their backyard.
Yeah.
It looks really good. Did you see they planted
did
a
see.
bunch of flowers?
Yeah, it's just like
Yeah.
it's really cool, like blocks, like concrete
Mhm.
blocks he put together.
Mhm.
He patched the whole thing. It's all mortared up.
Mhm.
It's been filled up with dirt. It's looking
That's
awesome.
amazing.
Really good. Ton of work for about 2 or 3 days. Gotta say.
Oh wait, what is it sweetened with? Okay.
What's that?
This. What is it sweetened with?
This
Probably
one.
aspartame. I don't know.
Yeah, probably. Let me tell you what the hell this stuff says about itself.
It's whatever's in the zero
Pardon
stuff.
me. Blah 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 blah. La 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 la
It's
la
getting
la.
hot in here.
Preservative, aspartame, and then the acesulfame potassium. I forget what that one is. Sucralose, I think that is. I may be wrong, but it's got 2 sweeteners.
We're all gonna die.
You're gonna die sometime. Aspartame's been on the market now for something like 50 years, and not a significant number of people have expired.
Oh, Devin, it was awesome
Using
to
this stuff.
see you.
Yes,
Hi, Jess. It was so good to see you both.
I would say that's
Yay.
actually the combination of the 2 sweeteners is preferable to the one alone. I think that's what's been happening with the diet type sodas, and I think that's what's in the Coke Zero that we are drinking, and I think I like that better than the Diet Coke. I'll be in the minority with a lot of people here. They're used to the taste
Yeah,
of the diet
Emerson
product.
had a friend who had jury duty. He said it was very interesting. I did too.
You know.
I thought it was very interesting.
I
It was interesting both in terms of the case that we were trying,
mhm.
listening to, but also I just thought that I would have to fight because I was like, this guy is an ambulance chaser and like this is BS. And I thought I would have to fight with these. I thought we would be in there deliberating forever because I'm like, this is some BS. And everyone thought, this is some BS. So we were all from different walks of life. There was a guy in there who was really, really old. There was a young woman who could barely even get there because like her tire was flat and whatnot. And there were a
Problems
couple
people
of
face, for real.
middle-aged women and like, yeah, it was just like people from all kind of different walks of life. And we all were like, this is BS. So that was kind of heartening that we all thought this was BS. So, yeah.
Yeah. Well, you presented with the information. The defense made a compelling case. Apparently, the prosecution made a very ambulance chasing case, and there's your distinction right there.
That's crazy.
Where is your phone, by the way?
I have no clue.
Because apparently it's showing this. Where is that?
Yeah, it's not showing it. Well, we're not displaying it.
We're not displaying it, but that is.
I have no idea.
What is that?
I have no idea where my phone is,
Huh.
to be honest with
Interesting.
you.
I want to find that.
Can't have aspartame. Oh, I know.
Well, there you go.
It's really good. We don't buy a lot of soda. Like, I don't know. I'm addicted to coffee, so I just drink coffee 24/7. But when I'm not having a cocktail. But yeah. But if I don't, oh, are we? Yeah. Okay.
How about that?
Are we displaying this other camera? I don't think we
Only
are.
if you select it.
I'm not gonna select it. He found my phone.
I did find your phone.
Where was my phone?
Your phone was over there.
Donna, hi! Good to
Hey.
see you! Yay! Hi!
Hello.
Oh, Lisa's allergic to aspartame. Oh no!
Oh, man.
Oh.
It's the
No.
phenylketonuria who can't have this stuff.
Yeah, Julie can't have it either. Man, I know it's man, it's a thing. It's a thing. People can't have aspartame. Oh, unless it's vanilla Coke, I gave up. You know what? I get it. I don't take other people's food and beverage choices personally.
No, it's
Yeah,
like what
yeah.
you need to do.
You got to eat and drink what you
You
got
got to
to
do what
eat
you
and
do.
drink. Yeah. So I enjoy this, but
Yep.
if you can't,
It's
well, it's
every
good. It's
can of this
good.
stuff,
Yeah.
like every can of the stuff that contains aspartame, has said for
Mhm.
years contains phenylalanine. That's the amino acid you can't process.
No,
So
I
that's a
know. I
problem.
know.
And because what aspartame is two amino acids that taste sweet. There you go. If you cannot digest this, it's like people
No.
who are lactose intolerant.
Nope.
They're really in trouble. And it doesn't mean like, wow, what's your problem with dairy? I can't digest it. That's my problem with dairy,
Oh, Errol, I got your message. Okay, thanks.
Thank you.
Rarely drink soda without alcohol involved. I know. I get it, Daniel. Yeah, I know.
Yeah.
We're not huge soda people either. You had to buy two to get the deal today, and
Got a lot of them.
if there's one thing I'm addicted to other than caffeine, it's getting a deal at the supermarket. So you had to, if you bought one, it was like $11, and if you bought two, it was 16. I'm like, well, I'm not dumb. I can do that math.
Hey,
So
wait a minute. 2 for $1 Taylor. Oh, I'm in.
no, this was
No, this was Sody Pop.
Sody Pop. So
Yeah.
it was Sody Pop. So I bought two. I enjoyed it, but I can deal with aspartame.
Yeah. Because you've dealt with aspartame for a long time.
But I've got things I'm allergic to.
And I think you've dealt with a lot of saccharin in your youth, and it didn't kill you or anything. It's just
Still here.
got that extremely oversweet taste that people hate.
I'm still here.
Some people love it though. Some people are still addicted to the pink stuff in the coffee.
See it.
Yeah,
And my dear,
I'm
I'm still here.
I'm still here. So anyway, what Daniel was talking about, like sodas as topping booze, and I think, well, I just made one, and I very rarely do that myself.
Right, no problem with people's choices. I know, like you gotta do you. You gotta do you.
I gotta do me.
Yeah, yeah.
So again, like I rattled this off really fast, but Daniel, if you could happen to get yourself, this is like a single old fashioned, but your glass of choice, fill with ice, shot of rum, half ounce of the strawberry liqueur, 3/4 ounce of your lemon juice. You've already got a good sour. Top it with this stuff.
Good. I even put a little
the
in my
tropical
beer.
7-Up. We got the diet version. There is the sugary version.
Brewski.
Just top it, maybe about a finger. Top that off. Give it a stir. I think you'd probably like that.
Strawberry makes everything better.
It's actually really good in this. I made this earlier with a different liqueur, and it was good. But then I thought I need to use the strawberry. Hello.
So that's my NutraSweet.
Yeah, you know.
You know what? Gotta do you.
There's a lot of these things on the market these days, like stevia is a big thing. And there's another one, I think monk fruit is used as a sweetener. There's a ton of stuff that's basically just some plant that tastes sweet. That's not sugary and has no calories.
Sweetener. And if you put
stevia
leaf in your mouth, that's like a handful of sugar. Oh my God.
Yeah,
wow.
There you go.
Okay.
Because I know people who, for instance, have issues with diabetes.
Soda prices have skyrocketed. And I saw that. I'm like, okay, so I can buy one for $11 or two for $16. I'm not stupid. Like,
get the deal.
Yeah, if I hate it, I'll give it to my neighbors. You know? So yeah.
These I will actually do.
But I actually really liked it.
Yeah.
It's delish. Yeah.
It's a very good flavor combination.
Yeah. I think it would be funny to use that as a topper in a room crawl drink at Ohana. And people are like, ooh, this is good.
Ooh, this is great.
It's 7-Up, bitches.
7-Up Tropical, beaches. Enjoy that, you know? Oh, yeah, geez, it's a beach drink. Well, maybe.
Yeah, maybe, but you're on the beach.
You're on the beach.
You probably want that.
Enjoy. Check that out.
Oh.
Yeah. But yeah, I think at this point, all of these things are available in your supermarket. You can just buy a bag of powdered stevia and use it as a sugar substitute in baking. You can buy monk fruit. You can buy a lot.
Stevia leaves. Okay, we got fans here.
I'm trying to remember like the other ones that are available. And you buy all sorts of sugar substitutes if you like. And if you're like, well, I like to use natural
sugar. Bring it to Ohana. Daniel, we absolutely will.
Now you're in.
Yes.
Now you're talking.
Yes.
Now you're talking.
And we're doing a crawl, so.
It used to be, it was a little difficult to find like that raw sugar, which you might call turbinado. And now there's like it's really easy to find that on the market. So it's a less processed cane sugar, which is kind of fun. And I will use that when we're making syrup sometimes, and sometimes I don't use that. But it's available to us very inexpensively. So I will do that for that purpose. Every one of the syrups we make around here is just sugar. I don't use any other sweeteners. And if I use, for instance, the passion fruit, that's just passion fruit pulp, sweet up with the sugar, and there you go. It's very simple, very good. We actually found recently, I don't know if it's in this fridge, but it might be.
I think it is.
Yes, it is. This I should use soon enough.
You can have another strawberry. Do you want a strawberry?
I will eventually take a strawberry. I actually found in our local market that deals with a lot of Latin products, the brand Da Fruta, Soup de Parcha. And this is really just passion fruit and sugar and water, not much else. Really simple. I believe it's from Puerto Rico. And it's a really good brand. So I do recommend the Da Fruta. It's an excellent mixer if you're making tropicals that call for a passion syrup, not the nectar. I think they actually might be marketing just the nectar too. And the same market I got that in will sell you just the nectar, which is good. But there's a lot of really great tropicals that we'll use.
Yes.
Oh, I know. They're nuts.
I went to buy decaf today because sometimes I don't always want another drink at the end of the night. I might want a coffee. And the decaf I like was up to $8.50. I know. Yeah, exactly.
Sorry, I had something stuck in my throat. Did you say $8.50?
Feel it. I know.
I'm outraged.
I was also outraged, and yet I paid it because I'm a sucker.
You paid it because you're an addict. So.
Caffeine addict.
Maybe. But anyway, for those of you who actually appreciate the tropicals that feature the passion fruit, I do recommend Da Fruta. That would include Christy, who is probably watching. Yeah, she likes it. I like the flavor a lot, and I think it's also very tart, which is a good antidote to a lot of the sugary stuff that we use in drinks.
No calories. I love it. Yeah. All right.
Yeah.
Really good syrups are so easy to make at home. Yes. 100%, Ben.
Weren't you ear witnessing somebody at a liquor store asking?
I'll tell the story.
Yeah, tell the story about the syrup. So.
Another album cover. Oh yeah, strawberry alarm clock.
Hello.
Incense and peppermints. Oh, it's such a good one.
Bought that a really long time ago. This album has been run over by a truck, and we still play it, and it's noisy, but it still plays.
Yes, strawberry alarm.
And if I ever catch the guy who took a ballpoint to this and colored over all the guys' faces, I'll sock him in the jaw. But otherwise, that's the original with the big hit on it. It's the hit is okay, but I like the rest of the album a lot more. They actually were a talented group.
That is a good one. Yeah. Strawberry alarm clock.
Well, Julie's talking about a different album that might have you.
Wait. Strawberry cocktail and a bullet. Oh, I love it. Oh my God, Julie. I just caught on to what you were saying.
From ceviche to fresa.
I was about to say, I just catched on. No, I caught on. I'm not that gone.
I catched them.
I caught on to what you were saying. Oh.
That's awesome.
I love it.
Apparently we need to cut another album. We didn't cut the first album. That's Dano.
You made my night, Julie. I'm just going to say you made my night.
Clam's album is available. We played the commercial. You know where to find it. Those who have not ordered it yet, you might be interested. We have some very satisfied customers watching right now.
Yeah, I don't know. Julie made me happy. I'm just saying. That was very nice.
No, it's a great thought.
That was very nice.
I love that thought. Well, so far you've been...
First ceviche cover.
Oh. So far you've been a cover model, and you've been in a commercial.
I have.
I think there might be another commercial out there in the works. I don't know.
I think there is, but...
Possibly. Such things. And, of course, we have R45. We've got to make that commercial for that, too.
I don't know. You just made me very happy. I'm just saying.
But it's too true.
Makes me clove and lavender.
Clove and lavender.
Wow, super good.
There you go.
Sounds amazing.
Clove syrup. Yeah, I wouldn't take that many cloves either. It's very pungent. The lavender, we made a lavender liqueur once because we had lavender in the yard. And it was really just a bunch of lavender soaking in, I think, rum. And it really, it got the flavor out. It definitely was very apparent. It was very pungent. And we've actually found the lavender syrup made by, I think, Tarani. I found very cheaply. And that was very good.
Passion fruit and pomegranate syrups this week.
Ah, now you're talking.
Now, are you doing the cocktail contest?
Anybody?
I'm asking on the DL, but
just on the.
I'm not doing it. I'm not doing it.
Asking for a friend.
I'm just curious, out of curiosity. You can PM me if you don't want to say out loud, but now it's.
Don't need to. But such things. Passion and palm. Now you're talking. Well, we actually do have grenadine that we made, and we do have.
Lisa and I definitely recommend the clams relaxing music.
There you go. See?
I also recommend.
We got fans happening right there.
Clams.
Yeah. Well, do we have another commercial on this, or is that it?
Do you want me to play a commercial? He wants me to play a commercial.
Play a commercial.
I'm going to play both commercials. All right.
What the heck?
Strap yourselves in, everyone. Oh.
And feel the G's.
Ham. Wait, hold on.
Ah.
Not using either of those. Okay, all right. Okay.
So the syrups are for private use. Got it.
All right. Another word from our sponsors.
Not available in any store. It's the Glendora Wine Glass. This attractive vessel holds 6 ounces.
It is suddenly muted.
Yeah.
I don't know.
For Pete's sake,
we tried to play a commercial.
You try to do something good for yourself, and you think it can't happen. What's up? What's up? We're not muted, are we?
I don't think so.
I hope not. We had that problem earlier, but we corrected that, and then we were blacked out, but we corrected that. Yeah. Broader.
So embarrassing.
How can I tell you? I guess we don't need to play that commercial again. Next week.
Yeah, maybe.
Next week.
You keep talking.
I had ended talking. So I need to start talking again.
Start talking.
Start talking, will you? We've talked about a bunch of things in this evening involving strawberries. Remember, the strawberry liqueur we use is made locally and
Bring
is
the
excellent.
ingredients with me. Oh, Daniel, good.
Okay.
Cool. Daniel, I'm just going to say, and I'm announcing it here in front of everyone, we will have a lot more time this year to interact with people because we're not going to have a table on Saturday, and we are doing a crawl. So we'll be doing a crawl.
We'll be participating, but not necessarily in the last leg till 3 in the morning.
Yes. So we'll be doing a crawl.
Which does tend to go on.
And we won't have a table on Saturday. And
so perhaps
we will be grilling when we feel like it. And
so perhaps some of us will not get completely
we're pulling back
bent out of shape, which
because,
can happen.
Because Ohana almost killed us last year. And by us, I mean him. So
didn't do too much for you either.
It was, well, it would have been
a little
better.
Heavy.
I would have been happier if I wouldn't have been worried about you dying, but yeah.
Wasn't going to die. Ended up with a nice contusion, though.
He ended up at urgent care, I'm just saying.
Yeah, it was pretty heavy. These things go on a little long, and then they keep going on and on and on.
It would have been nice if we had music in the background of the clams. Yes, maybe next week. We'll work on that for next week.
We'll try that kind of thing. Yeah.
Well, the commercial stalled. Oh, no.
Let's see.
Oh, jeez. Oh, Daniel will be staying at the Tiki this year. Okay, good. I'm glad you're staying at the Tiki this year, Daniel. Good. Yay.
Well, considering the number of things that you're frequently carrying around, I hear that.
Yes.
Because back and forth, like it's like you need your little wagon to drag stuff. Yes. A pain in the neck.
Yes.
So that's good. Got in.
Yes.
Awesome. Like it. And I guess that's it.
Is that it?
Is that it?
Is it time?
That's all I got.
Okay.
Big fun stuff. Recommend 7-Up, the zero sugar tropical.
You can do the 7-Up zero sugar.
There you go. Otherwise, you can always go for the one that's got the sugar in it.
Yes.
That's fine. That works
Yes.
too. I think the flavor balance on this is really nice.
I think it's
I like it
probably
the way.
easier to get the one with the sugar too.
Yeah. Yeah, it wasn't that easy. It took us several attempts to get this popular. Runs out. We will send all
Eric,
of our patrons all of the formulae at the end of this broadcast.
Yes.
We have some patrons watching right now. Any of you who are not patrons, do we have that at the bottom of the screen or no?
It's at the top of the screen.
On top of the screen, okay. Patron is right there at the top of your screen. Spend there all night. There are several levels of sponsorship which help us out immeasurably.
So I'm thinking next week will be Laverne and Shirley.
We had requests.
I'm thinking next week will be Laverne and Shirley, and the week after that might be the Gong Show. Although we could juxtapose.
Yeah, we'll
but
see
I'm
what
thinking
happens.
Next week will be Laverne and Shirley, and the week after that will be the Gong Show.
We'll see what happens.
So
I'll let you know. If it changes on the fly, shucks.
Yeah,
you got us for a couple hours
Laverne
anyway.
and Shirley next week.
Good stuff.
Gong Show the week after.
Yeah.
All right.
Okay, folks.
So
it's been awesome. You've seen how to support us. We appreciate everybody who is currently doing so, and everybody who wants to do so tomorrow. And we'll.
Dr. Taco MD. Hi, Dr. Taco.
Hey, Dr. T.
All right.
Yeah, much appreciate that. We've made some fun tropical drinks, including with the 7-Up Tropical. Wow, really?
Yeah, we have.
I never use soda. This actually worked very well, gotta say. Yeah. Folks,
good night, everyone.
Awesome deal. As always, remember, no matter where you go, no matter what you do, we're going to see you soon.